Alright guys, here's the Arsenal SLR-104FR and the current progress that I've made on it. So far, the upgrade that I made, as you can see, is the Midwest Industries quad rail for the AK platform. Okay, you saw me unbox it a couple videos ago, and now I have it installed on the AK, and this is the first quad rail that I've ever installed on an AK. And it is a little bit different than installing one for an M4 or an AR-15. The process is a little bit different. I did not use the instructions. I found it pretty, you know, if you have common sense, you won't have a problem. But the one thing, though, that you kind of have to be cautious of is that you get it mounted, you know, square onto the barrel. And in relation to the receiver, it is possible to have this thing installed and tightened down, but have like this rail right here to be a little bit off to the left or right. And if you mount an optic on there, or even have a vertical foregrip or whatever, it will throw it off a little bit. So just be cautious of that. Okay. I was able to get mine on perfectly fine. I messed with it a little bit longer than is probably standard for most people with assembling one of these. I did struggle a little bit getting it perfect, just because I'm a very anal person, and there's some ways without using one of those levels that you have to find out if it's exactly level. You can use the receiver. Okay, you can use the bottom of the receiver here, and you can look at the openings here, and here. If one's bigger than the other, obviously it's on crooked. Now the one thing about this that I did not know was going to happen before I put it on, and it's not really that big of a deal, this cleaning rod here, if you assemble this quad rail with this cleaning rod out of the rifle, you will not be able to put it in. Okay, so vice versa, if the cleaning rod is into the gun and you put the quad rail on, you can't take it out. It's just the clearance on it is different than your standard polymer or wood handguard, and there's really no way around it. I don't know if some other rifles vary with tolerances, but I read some reviews and forums just this morning, and guys were having similar problems with other rifles using this quad rail. So apparently most people that use this quad rail don't even have the cleaning rod, because a lot of times when you modernize an AK, I guess apparently they don't even use the cleaning rod anymore. But for this rifle, even though I can't take it in or out, I just left it in just for the look of it. I have other cleaning rods to clean my rifle, but that is just one thing to be aware of. It's just when you tighten this down, you can't get the cleaning rod out. It pinches it. So if you want it to be in there, make sure the cleaning rod is in the rifle before you put it on. Otherwise, leave it out, and you just won't be able to put it in. Okay. So as of right now, this is the current configuration of the rifle. Things that I plan to do next is I plan to upgrade the pistol grip here to a Magpul AK-MOE pistol grip. Okay, this one right here is just the standard polymer pistol grip. Pretty good pistol grip, but I'm going to upgrade that. I am going to leave this stock on the rifle. I am not going to change this. Magpul does make a side folding stock for AKs, but that stock folds to the right side of the rifle. Okay, this one here folds to the left side. Okay, this stock is actually worth over $200. It's like $250 or something like that, which kind of caught me by surprise. So yeah, I'm keeping this stock the same. Like I said, I'm getting a Magpul MOE pistol grip. I'm gonna leave this leaf sight on for now, or actually I'm going to leave it on, but for now this is going to be my primary sight until I get an optic. I'm probably going to get an aim point H1. The reason I'm going to go with the H1 instead of the T1 is because the T1 offers night vision compatibility, and for this rifle I'm never going to use night vision on it. Okay, so I'm going to get the H1, which does not offer night vision compatibility, and you save like $70 getting the H1. The quality, the durability is pretty much the same. The H1 does not have the ability to go as deep in water as the T1. The T1 can be submerged, deeper into, water without getting damaged. But this is never going to go that deep into water where it's going to even matter. Okay. I ordered, what's it called? Let me think. A Troy vertical foregrip. I got the short version with the quick release, so I'm getting a vertical foregrip. And something with AKs to kind of be aware of: if you have a long vertical foregrip, if you mount it too far back, your magazine, you're going to have trouble getting it in and out just because the magazine is a little bit curved. And this is an AK-74, so especially if you have an AK-47 or AK-M that fires the 7.62 caliber, those magazines are more curved than this. So the AK-74 is not quite as bad, but vertical foregrips that are pretty long, you won't be able to get the magazine in or out. You know what I mean? Just because the foregrip will obstruct your magazine, so that's something to be aware of. So that's why I got the short one, so I can mount it a little bit farther back. Okay. The muzzle brake here, this is your standard AK-74 muzzle brake. Okay, this is not chrome lined. It's made in USA by Arsenal in Nevada, and I'm getting a Spikes Tactical comp muzzle brake on there. So that'll be coming in, and I think that's basically everything. Something that I'm going to do that is not really that necessary, I just feel better about it. The hammer and trigger pin retainer in here is just basically wire wrapped around the pins, and the way it's set up in there, it works pretty well. But I want to get a Krebs custom trigger and hammer pin retainer. I just feel I like the way that is better. That's how I have all my other AKs. And I'm gonna leave the original trigger in this rifle. I'm not gonna get a Tapco G2. For a rifle like this, I like the standard two-stage trigger. So yeah, when it comes to the side folding stock and this mount right here on the receiver, if you have something mounted on this mount for an optic, you no longer can fold your stock because obviously, something will be mounted onto that rail. But being is that I'm going to get an aim point mounted on my the top of the quad rail here, I'm never ever going to be using this mount here. Okay. So the side folding stock, the fact that it folds to the left side of the rifle, doesn't affect me whatsoever. And this is a really good stock. I don't know. It's not necessarily the best looking stock out there. It doesn't really have a great cheek weld either. It's just your standard, AK cheek weld, which isn't bad, but there are better options out there like that mag pull. But I'm gonna leave it on there. I really have no issues with it. I would like to get a sling for it. I'm probably gonna get a sling that attaches to the base of the stock, and it just I can move it around depending on how I have the rifle slung. I'm not going to get anything too extravagant when it comes to a sling, but I am going to get a good quality one. So, and one more thing that I would like to get for this, on the left side of the rifle, I would like to get a Surefire Mini Scout Light in black with a LaRue Tactical quick release mount. That would be for the left side of the quad rail. Okay, and also for the aim point H1, I would also like to get a LaRue Tactical quick release mount for that as well. And I would be getting the short mount being as this is an AK, and I don't need it to be, you know, raised. The right side of the rail, I don't plan on putting anything on it, so I have a Magpul black ladder rail cover. Okay. I want to get more black Circle 10 20, or I want to get more black Circle 10 30 round magazines. Right now I have 2 of them. All of my other AK-74 magazines are either Circle 10 that are black. I have a Circle 21, it's a brown color, and I have maybe 5 or 6 East German Bakelites. But for this rifle, I want to get some brand new 30 round black Circle 10 magazines. I would like to get like 5 more, so I'll have 7 total, 1 in the rifle, 6 on a chest rig, and I'll be good to go. But I'm going to take my time with it. There's no reason to order everything at once. You know, all those upgrades I just mentioned are very, very expensive. So it's definitely going to be a progress, and you know, that's what makes it fun. If you order everything at once and just have it all at once, it kind of takes away the excitement of, you know, the progression of the rifle. So I have my quad rail on here. I do have the vertical foregrip coming, you know, and I have the Magpul pistol grip coming. So, you know, that'll be the upgraded status of the rifle after those parts come in. But the other parts I'm going to save up for and get them one at a time. And, you know, it's just kind of a fun, you know, it's fun to build these rifles the way you want them to be. So, there it is, guys. Arsenal SLR-104FR. You know, pretty much an AK-74M. The M stands for modernized. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, comment, you know, join the discussion, and have a nice day, guys. See you till next time.